course, Big Brother never called me. That would have been easier to sit in a house. But NBC called me. I shot right through the casting process. There were thousands of people. And for all the reasons I just said, I was a very specific type. I was cast. So I went from me making a video to 2 months later, literally, I was blindfolded, put on an airplane for 24 hours.
Wow.
Then we were taken off the plane and put on a helicopter for 4 hours.
You were blindfolded, but you were like, they took the blindfold off when you were on the plane.
When we were on the plane, we blacked out the windows,
okay.
yes. So we were on the plane. And we didn't know who our partner was going to be. The idea was wherever they brought us, we were going to take off our blindfolds, and there would be a person in front of us.
Right.
And we had to get from where we were to the Statue of Liberty.
Wow.
Yes. And we didn't know where that was going to be. So I take off my blindfold, and there's this gorgeous, look it up on Google.
Look it up.
Google it up. He was gorgeous, and there we were. We didn't know at the time, but it was the Gobi Desert in Mongolia.
Oh, my God.
A Bronx person with no athleticism. At the time, I had never been to a gym. So we were there, and it was us two and a camera woman in our case, a real tough chick with her camera. And that's it. We had nothing, and we had to get to the Statue of Liberty. So
how did you do it?
We went through Mongolia. We ended up in Siberia. We had to ask for favors. It was relying on the kindness of strangers, literally. And you
there
had
must have been someone overseeing this, so you guys never got into very serious danger.
Well, first of all, now that it's many years ago, lots of horrible things could have happened.
Yeah.
But we did have a satellite phone. But what would that have done when we were alone in the middle of I have no idea. But we were in the desert. We managed to get out of the desert, which was we were in the desert for 6 days with a tent and,
wow.
Oh, my God. And then we ended up in Siberia.
Did they leave you with food or anything like that?
We had some camping, snacks that you pull a string and it heated itself up, but there was minimal amount.
Right.
Our goal was to get food.
Right.
We learned at a survival camp how to get water and purify it. But it was horrible. It was as horrible as it sounds.
Wow.
I thought because they were new reality shows, there'd be craft services on the side, somebody doing us. Yeah. No, we were starving. I'll never forget the feeling of starvation. That taught me something about homelessness and whatever. We were homeless in a desert. So we went to Siberia. In those episodes, it was fantastic because we met these Russian people who were having their own problems, but were lovely. And I met, it taught me you can connect with anybody. I mean, they were kind of kindred spirits of mine.
Yeah.
In Russia, which is all the news today, that was another place where I could not be as out as I wanted to. And maybe the first time I ever chose not to be. I just really thought, this is not safe. They were
Where'd you go from Russia? Tell us.
Then we went from Russia, we went from Siberia to Moscow. And then, sadly, since it was many years ago, that's where our journey ended because the other people won by that time, and we.
They already made it?
Yes, so we didn't get further.
Wow.
But there's a lot of reasons why we didn't make it. There was a lot of problems on my team. Look it up. It's funny.
So what happened with you and that guy?
Well, the thing was, I wanted to be friends with this guy. And we just didn't click. We just didn't click, and that did not help.
And he was he got angry with you a lot or something. He blamed you for
it. It was surprising what they say. In general, I'm an affable person, and I found myself in very odd arguments on television. But yet, you know what? In most of these shows, they say, "Oh, they edited me to look bad." I have to say, they edited me to look good. I had more arguments with this guy than they ever showed on TV. We came across as the happy couple running around, and we were miserable. But of course I wanted to do it. But what happened was they started airing the shows. The first episode had great ratings on NBC. It was prime time. But then 9/11 happened. So right in the middle of that. So that threw a lot of things.
That would have been it for you anyway, because after the show, so they don't... they do have them come back. But again, Lost became that TV series. That became a cult following.
It became that. And at that time... there was a cable network called Fox Reality, and they repeated it constantly. And so we were on a lot for that I got more recognized during that. And then, please laugh to bring us all full circle, I arrived in Rome, Mr. Nobody, and they were airing my Lost then. So I would go into the McDonald's or go in somewhere in Rome, and they would ask me for my autograph. So it was fantastic.
You're a celebrity.
Yes, it was fantastic.
Wonderful.
I loved it.
You sound like you've had a lot of wonderful adventures, and I'm envious of the things. I've done a lot, but again, you've done so many wonderful things. I would love to do one of those Survivor things. You know, I think it might be a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
But once you've done one, there's a network of people we can talk about.
Okay, great. Yeah, because I've always been interested. Well, we're doing really well. I don't know the amount of time we've got coming to close to the show, and I want to know where can people reach you?
Yes.
How can they, and also to see your shows?
What you should know is my show at the festival was sold out. I broke every record at Theater Rose United Solo Festival, which is a great compliment to me and my material.
Wow.
They've added an extra show. So today I can say that there is one additional show, which is November 22nd, and there are tickets available. The easiest way to get them is my show's website.
No, it's not Thanksgiving, is it?
No, it's not. It's a few days before. My website is thebronxqueen.com.
Okay.
Thebronxqueen.com. Mm-hmm. Through there, you'll get any tickets, the dates. You'll get my Twitter. You'll get information about me and lots of links. I'm a Twitter fiend. Are you, by the way?
I'm not a big Twitterer, but I do advertise about the shows and things that are going on with me.
30,000 followers and counting.
Oh my God!
I'm going for it. And I'm telling you, I made fantastic connections.
Well, you're going to have to Twitter when we put the show on the air. Yeah.
I'm going to sell this big time. I'm a Dr. Vince. I'm so proud.
Well, my engineer told us we have a little more time, so I would like to talk more about. You talked about the Italians and about the and the fear.
Yeah.
And being Catholic. Do you feel like Catholics still the Christian? My brother's a born again Catholic, as he calls himself. He's really a born again Christian, and he started spouting the shame stuff.
Yep.
He started telling me that one day, I think he was disappointed that I wasn't being able to join them. He was visiting my mom down in Long Island, and he said, "Oh, we missed you. Well, what were you doing?" And I said, "Oh, I was marching in the Gay Pride Parade. I was with this Pride, New York State Pride. I forget which one of them, but it was about gay marriage."
Yeah.
And I said it was about that. And he goes, "I don't want to hear about that." He said a curse word, gay pride, gay marriage. And I said, "Dennis, I can understand how you feel about gay marriage, but gay pride, what is the opposite of that?"
I know. I have a story for you, which is perfect.
I love stories.
I did my show, and some of my high school class came to see my show. Some of them I didn't know. And when I saw some of the names, some of them were literally the guys who I was intimidated by in my high school. The football players, whatever. And even though it was many years later, I thought, why are they coming to my show? Like, it brought up some of that fear, right? They came, one guy came to my show, and at the show, he said to me after it that it moved him. And that hearing my perspective made him think of his, and that it was not dissimilar, which surprised me. Meaning his issues weren't being gay, obviously, but that he was having his own trouble as a youth, and that he didn't realize that we had a lot more in common then than we did. And I agree. We have since become friends, okay? It's a lovely residual of me doing my show. Great. He was so excited about my show, he went to my high school, my Catholic high school, and asked them if we could do it. He was so proud of it. First of all, that kind of result should be like a religious Christian lovely thing. They denied us doing it. Right. And that to me says it all. Yeah. That, they said this material is not, all my material is loving. It comes back to love and acceptance.
Acceptance oneself, affirmation.
Two people on two sides of the whole spectrum brought us together. We are really good friends right now, not even just in that fake way. He's a lovely man. I'm so glad we have this friendship now. Good. And they won't honor that. And that to me sums it all up and will be in my follow-up show.
Well, JC, by all, we mention him again. He
Yes.
should be so honored. I was reading one of his posts